So, it's the beginning of February, and I'm making some changes to the way I'm going about this. So, if you want to know what's coming up, and what you might find on this channel, other than music, please join me. Okay, so I really don't know where this channel's going, because I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know who I am. I don't know anything. Going very Socratic. I know that I know nothing. But, okay. Right now, a lot of you are here because I talk music. I talk music that talks to me. But I also want to talk about art and poetry and literature and film. All of these art forms that connect us and talk to us and bring us together in our opinions or even divide us. But at the same time, when you learn more about what people disagree about and actually enter into conversation about it, rather than letting it divide us, we can actually learn more about each other through how we react to these different art forms. So, what are my goals? Goals. I started this channel because I wanted to find a place to talk about the stuff that interests me. I am not so unique that I am the only person that gets excited about the same things. People might not get excited about all the same things. Nobody is that strange. But I want to talk about the things that interest me. And sometimes I find it really difficult to find people in my immediate vicinity who actually want to know, or want to talk about them, or want to listen about them. Any of that. And I also tend to sway in tangential directions. It's just part of the way my brain works. But this is why I started the channel. And another reason is that I had so many things swimming around my head. But the thing is, when they're in there, swimming in grey matter, they aren't really real. It's just talking to your subconscious. They're just floating. But as soon as you get them out, as soon as you write them down, as soon as you talk about them and say what you are thinking, then they become real and they become an entity in themselves. And they take on a life of their own when they become real. And I know that might sound a bit odd, but that's part of why I'm here. I want to make some of the things in my head become real. So, what am I looking for? What is my search? What is my purpose on this very strange platform? What am I looking for? I'm looking for connections. And I'm not talking about just me connecting with people. I am looking to connect with myself on a deeper level. Because as I get things out of my brain, I can look at them. I get some distance and I get to understand what's up here without feeling like I'm talking to myself. You know what they say about people who talk to themselves. But I also want to connect with other people. And because I find that difficult in my current setting, I am reaching out across the digital waves to find other people. I want to understand them, I want to talk to them, and I want them to talk to each other. The best thing I saw was someone start a conversation on one of my video threads. It was amazing. I loved it. Because it's not just me starting a discourse with other people, it's them starting conversations with each other. And that is amazing. So I'm wanting to start this discussion and discourse on the human condition and how we are. So what makes us us? What divides us? What connects us? What separates the worst of the human condition from the very best, the divine and the profane? And who we are as a collective, as a species, as a community? What can we achieve with cooperation, collaboration, kindness, empathy, and learning from each other? We are so complex and interesting, and I have this genuine feeling that we could be so much more if we weren't such a gargantuan group of people that like fighting each other. Don't know what happened there. So where does the music fit in? Well, music is this amazing connecting force, and it can bring so many disparate groups and demographics and age groups, political leanings. It can bring so many people together onto to a place of understanding. And while some people might disagree on certain topics, they might have completely opposing political ideas or religious ideas or anything. But when people actually discover that they have the same love for the way someone expresses themselves in music and finds similar connection with it, you find that common ground. And so we forge connections between individuals. It helps us see alternative perspectives, and it helps us see ourselves and others around us from their point of view. And it talks to us all through like melody and poetry, and even when the lyrics and the music can feel so dire and depressing, it still talks to us. And I love that. And I think part of this whole process is I want to find that connection. I want to find people who also like people. And I think the more I connect with other people who have these similar feelings, I will connect more deeply to myself. So it's all completely self-involved. Obviously. So, how does this connect with all the other stuff that I've got going on? Well, if I can get the stuff out of my head and give it life online, if I can get some of these circling thoughts out, give myself some distance and perspective from them, I might be able to actually settle to my other creative pursuits. Now, I am still creating. I have set myself up space to paint. I have got space to write. I have got my spaces and my time. And because I'm getting this out and talking about it and giving it space, excuse me, I've got more space in here. And that feels better. And part of this is actually helping me to feel fulfilled. Because I am putting part of myself out. I am giving what I have to give. It might not be much, but I am giving what I have. And that actually makes me feel more whole. The irony. What do they say? It's one of those riddles, isn't it? What do you have more of the more you give away? Love! So, I am still throwing things out there. I am talking about everything. Everything that goes on in my head and makes me want to talk about it, I am going to talk. Perhaps not quite so much this week. Touch of tonsillitis, you may have noticed I've got a fat neck. So, I just want to talk. And I am going to continue with the music. And every time I find something new, everything I fall on, whether it's old, new, emerging, if it talks to me, I will talk about it. So, if this is something that you want to follow, cool. If not, I am separating the music out and you can just watch the reflections. But I would quite like it if you'd come and join me when I talk about other things. But ta-ta for now. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye.